Welcome back, Legendary Potato here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to build a Skywars map for yourself, kind of like how I do. So I'm just going to show you what I usually go through, what the process is, and kind of how you can make your own good Skywars maps yourselves. So here I'm just going to load up a normal super flat world with just bedrock. If you have a void world, bonus points for that. But I'm just going to build up to about 100 blocks up here, which is high enough so that you can pretty much, still build up, but also not let the players land on the ground at all. Next, you're going to want to build your spawn area where people are going to spawn after they die or when they join the world. I'm going to make a 23 by 23 square spawn area. Next, I'm going to build out about 100 blocks so that no player can go anywhere close to the spawn. And right here is going to be the very middle of the map. I'm going to mark it out with some bedrock. I'm going to get rid of all this glass. So next we're going to start marking out the rest of the islands. If you want to have a 4-person map, then you're going to use the emerald. If you're going to have an 8-person map, then you're going to use the diamond. So right here is going to be the exact center. So I'm going to be using diamond and emerald to mark out where I'm building out. You can feel free to use whatever sizes you like. You do not have to use mine, but these are the sizes I like to use because they're neat and clean and also work really well in my opinion. But it is your map. You can use whatever you'd like. This is just what I like to use. I'm going to be building out 50 in that direction using the diamonds. So the diamonds are going to represent if I was doing an 8-person map. That's how far away I would like the islands to be, since they're going to be bigger and there's going to be more of them. If you're going to do a 4-person map, I recommend using the emerald ones, which are 25 away from each one. Although you can also use the emerald ones if you're using an 8x8. If you're playing an 8-person map, then I recommend you could use emerald blocks to create your own mini battle islands. Next, I'm going to use these emerald blocks to mark out where I'm going to have the other 4 islands for the 8-person map. I'm going to mark them out with diamonds as well. So now the diamonds represent the 8-person map that we're going to be building. But you can also just ignore that and just use the emeralds for 4-person. So now that we have that all laid out, it's time we can start actually building the map. So right here, I'm going to give you a little inspiration. I have a couple maps that I made myself that you can go ahead and look at, taking some inspiration from, or make your own kind of ideas. These are some maps that I made before, and I really feel like put the point across of what you can do with this. Once you have your idea down, let's go ahead and build the islands and what you're going to need. So when you start the game, you're going to start in a little pod or whatever you would like to use. And then here's some things you're going to want to have on your island, like some things you can use, some things the players can grab and stuff, some food, minerals and stuff like that so they can upgrade their player and stuff like that. We have some watermelons so we can eat some food. You can use whatever you want. So some coal, gold, iron, lapis, and diamond, as well as some stone. Next, we also have some wood so the player can make some more tools and also build over to the other islands. You can also just give this to them in the chest if you want the game to be much faster paced. When you're making the middle island, you want to make sure that the players can get as much loot as they possibly can, but also make it hard for them to get, and also give them some cover as well so they can try to keep cover from people trying to shoot at them from their islands as well. However you want to implement this is up to you. Just making a structure or something to obstruct some views are perfect. Whether that can be a building or trees, anything works. Now, if you're making battle islands, I recommend you do the similar thing as to the center, but with only one chest and maybe some cover as well. Not making these chests too overpowered, just making them so they're balanced, and so it gives the player some incentive to go to each of these islands. These can be accessed by 3 other islands as well, so it gives a lot of competition to try to grab these chests. So these are the 3 main islands if you're making an 8-person map that I recommend that you make. However, this is your own map and you can do whatever you'd like with it. Next, let's go over filling in the chests. When you make a Skywars map, you want to make sure everything is balanced and fair. So when you start off, you're going to just give the players as much loot as they possibly need without making it too overpowered. So things like wooden tools and some armor and some potions and food are totally fine, and maybe a bow as well with a couple arrows. When you're doing the battle island, or not the center one, you can give them a little bit better armor and weapons and tools and stuff. And when you get to the middle island, you want to give them some pretty decent armor, so it's worth getting there as it is highly competitive, and some food, potions, whatever you'd like to throw in just to give some incentive. Now, do not fill these chests with full diamond armor or anything overpowered. Make sure everything is completely balanced and so that everyone still has a chance even if somebody gets to the center. When you're done with your map, you're going to want to test it out, make sure everything runs smoothly. So right here, everyone's playing on it and it looks like it's fine, so it's ready to play, and as long as you're having fun on it, then you've done a good job. Congratulations, you just finished your first Skywars map. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy it, and hopefully this helped you out. Let me know in the comments if it did. If you make any cool maps, be sure to tweet them at me. I'd love to see them. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.